Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today I'm going to be giving my first impressions of Juji Studio. Big thank you to Michelle for giving me an account. One of the things that she wanted some feedback on was what you can see on the right there, which is the ability for their chatbot to actually provide a tutorial. One of the things as a conversational designer or a conversational project manager, or even someone who's building bots for themselves and others, is the ability to get up and running quickly, the ability to create something quickly without too many videos to watch, without too much having to keep going to instructions. I think it fills people with confidence if they can just quickly build something, and then as they want to advance, then they can start looking at other ways to get better at that product. But you initially, and it's hard for people with these conversational AI products, is initially you just want to be able to service for the first time chatbot builder in your product, and perhaps all the way up to someone who's built hundreds such as I have. And it's hard to get that balance. And I think, I've just logged in, so you're seeing it as I see it. I think this might be the way to do it, which is I can skip the tutorial if I want to and just dive in and start building. And I've done that with plenty of platforms. Sometimes it works out well, sometimes it doesn't. Or you've got an option there to actually go through the live tutorial, which is what I'm going to do today, because I think it's going to be interesting to see how this has been put together. So join me on this little exploration of discovery. Going to see how this goes. This could become a series. This Juji Studio is where I would put in the kind of no-code, low-code market. It's hard to define whether something is low-code or no-code. So that's something I'm going to dive into deeper later, but I think it pitches itself as a no-code product. And then if you want to start adding really advanced integrations, then you would move up to low-code. So let's just dive straight in and see what Juji Studio is all about. Okay, so assuming that this is what the normal chatbot platform would look like, and my first impressions are good. It's nice, it's clear, easy to read. Looks like they've got their little Juji Rowe-Bot there, and I would imagine that later on, as you're building, you can put your own avatar image in there. I like the text box, so it's just yeah, I can see when I start typing in there. But what it's not showing, which I thought it would, is character count. It kind of stops at 1. Wasn't expecting that. Okay, so I'm not going to type anything because I don't want to throw the tutorial out. They've got an instructions button at the top. I can pop it out full screen. I can close it. Okay, so let's read this out. Hello, Jim. It was set up for me, so within the background, they know who, I've set it up so they know who I am, which is good, personalized, something we're all trying to achieve with our chatbots. Welcome to Juji Studio. If this is your first time in Juji Studio, I'd like to give you a live tutorial during which I'll guide you step by step to create your first chatbot, a powerful restaurant chatbot that will make you proud. I really like that. So one of the things, and I'm sure lots of other conversational designers and chatbot builders got this, is when you first dive into a product, you're trying to come up with ideas to test that product, and sometimes you don't want it to be the first time you ever use it when you're working on a client's product. So you want to try a few things out yourself. So the fact that they've kind of given that niche, which is the restaurant chatbot, and we're just going to go in and build. It will take us about 5 to 10 minutes, really like that, depending on how fast you read and type. At the end, you'll be amazed at what you could do as a new conversational AI designer. Don't like that. I might not be a new conversational designer, so that needs updating, really. It's more about what you could do with the product. If you are already a Juji Power user, you can skip the tutorial. I don't think you even need to say that. Let's cut that text right back. So how would you like to proceed? So I'm going to click give me the tutorial. Oh, yeah, that's nice and fast. Okay, interesting. Great, just sit back, relax and follow my lead. A little bit of personality with Juji here, which I like. Before we start, you might want to click on the pop-out icon on the upper left-hand corner of the chat window. This way, during our tutorial, you can move the chat window around to view the content behind the window. Fantastic, and actually gives a little image. Really well done. So we'll actually do that. Pop it out. Nice, we don't lose context of where we are, and I can drag and drop and move it around. Very nice, I like it. And can I resize it? Oh yeah, I can even resize it, lovely. Okay, so it's got a click to reply, done. I've not seen that on a product before, where it actually gives you that call to action. So I'm going to hit done. Okay, let's just make this a little bit wider, just for video purposes. Now click on the plus button to start creating a new chatbot. And it gives you, again, the image. I lost Juji behind. Am I always going to lose Juji behind? I am, so that's interesting. Okay. Click to reply again, click next. Select the channel to host your chatbot. For this exercise, either Facebook Messenger or website would be fine. So in this example, they're only giving you the 2 channels. I imagine within the settings, you can go and add various channels. And when I do more of a deep dive with this product later, we'll kind of get into the settings behind the scenes. So next. And basically, for the purpose of this tutorial, we're going to use a blank template. So I'm going to select web, and we're going to use a blank template. Okay, and we are in. Just for your information, what I would say, FYI, is potentially people from all over the world are going to use this. Drop the FYI. Some people would be a little bit confused by that. Juji provides a number of pre-built chatbot templates for all sorts of purposes, such as customer service, lead acquisition, user experience surveys, job interviews, etc. I'm a huge fan of templates being available, especially for new conversational designers. And actually, secondary to that, if you are new to a platform, being able to go in and look at how that template has been put together, you can learn an awful lot from it. So you can actually go through the template, test it as the end user, and then you can quickly have a look at how it was built. That's a really quick way to get to grips with a product. Really like that. What I would say with all of this is I've spoken to Michelle, and I think it'd be really nice at the beginning of the Juji introduction is to introduce herself or someone within the team. So when you're really onboarding people, just say, Juji's going to, once you click begin, Juji's going to take over. It's going to take you through the tutorial. If at any time you need human support, then do this. If you have any feedback, feel free to contact me at, personalize that. I think that'd be quite a nice approach. And Michelle's got a lovely way about her, very passionate about her product, and I'm sure she would love any feedback that people can give to her. Okay. So let's just click next on this. So since there isn't much inside a blank template for you to preview the chatbot, just select Customize Chatbot so we can start to customize it. Just to let me know when you've reached the design page and are ready to start the design. So Customize Chatbot. Okay, I'm confused. So come across my first bit of confusion. I'm just going to select Albert for this instance. I do like that they give that option. And I'm not going to do any other of these settings. I'm going to go back here. I'm not entirely sure what I'm supposed to do here. Okay, let's go back to Juji because I'm stuck. Let me just reread that again. Since there isn't much inside a blank table for you to customize, just select Customize Chatbot so we can customize it. Okay, so my first bit of feedback is I'm not seeing an option to customize. We must have skipped past that and be on the design page. Let's assume that's where we are. Let's customize the welcome message. Just click anywhere on the text bubble and edit the welcome message to say something like, okay, and then it gives me an example. I can just enlarge that a little bit. Okay, so I can't click on that image and enlarge it. Oh, is there a view? No. But with a Mac, I can just use the pad to go in. So this will be the first message users will receive from the chatbot. So you might want to make it sound personal and appealing. Okay, there's a little bit there for the non-conversational designer or new conversational designer, which I quite like. So they've got some text. I would have liked that text to be available so I could just copy it like this. So that might be an idea. Just put the text in, let them copy it rather than struggling. So how do I customize this? I click on it. Customize chatbot message. There's Albert, who I selected. And then I'm guessing, yes, there we go. I can just click in here. Let's get rid of some of this. Welcome to my restaurant, and I'm sorry if my keystrokes sound loud. I'm very heavy-handed. Okay, welcome to my restaurant, and then what text did they say? I'm your AI helper and happy to help. I'm your AI helper and happy to, again, this would speed up the process if you could just copy the text, to help you make a reservation or answer your questions. Happy to help you make a reservation or answer your questions. Something like that, wasn't it? Okay. So I'm going to click next because it's not giving me any other instructions. Next, we teach the chatbot to take a reservation from a user. Click on the plus button under the welcome card on the left column to add a chatbot action, also known as a conversational topic. Okay. So I'm assuming that's just saved as it is. And I just click here. Oh. Okay, so it's telling me there it's saved automatically. Might want to point that out so people don't have to search for it. So I'm going to click the plus sign. So what do we want to do then? What did it say? Yeah, we've hit the plus. In order for the chatbot to make a reservation, it needs to gather some information from the user, such as the number of people, the date, and the time of the reservation. Based on this, which type of action, aka conversational topic, do you think the chatbot should perform? Obviously, request user input. Spot on. Spot on. I would replace that. I know it's personality driven, but some people whose first language is not English, I would just say correct would be good enough there. So request user input allows the chatbot to ask a user a question and then waits for a user's response. Now let's customize the chatbot action further, since you want your chatbot to ask a question that gathers reservation information. What kind of question should your chatbot ask? Single answer, multiple choice, multiple answer, multiple choice, free text, yes, no. I'm going to go with multi-answer, multi-choice. Incorrect. The correct answer is free text question. Okay, which will allow the users to input the number of people, date and time. Now let's write the question. Just click anywhere in the text bubble to start editing. To make an interesting conversation instead of a boring survey, you want to phrase the question in a conversational tone. Okay, and then they give you an example. Again, if I could just copy that text, that'd be really useful. So request user input, and we want free text. Click anywhere in this bubble. Fantastic. Let's get your reservation bot. There we go. I can enter down, which is nice. Okay, pop back to my little helper. Oh, okay, so it's asking all 3 bits of information in one go. I like this. Can you let me know how many people is your reservation for, as well as your preferred date and time. Can you let me know? Let me know me. Let me know how many people is your reservation for, as well as your preferred date and time. Okay, I like the look of that. Once you've finished writing your question, let me know. Now that you've made your chatbot ask a question, you want to make sure the chatbot can handle various user responses to the question. You are lucky because Juji provides many pre-built chatbot responses by topic, so you don't need to train your chatbot. Okay, that's interesting. Just scroll down to the section called Reuse Pre-Built Chatbot Responses based on the question you answered. Juji finds a matched topic. Make sure the topic is the same as the one listed in the image below, since it has all the pre-built chatbot responses to handle diverse user input about reservations. Take your time to compare what's on the screen with this image. Okay, so collect date, time and number of people for a reservation. Okay, so that's the one we're looking for. So I'm going to come in. We need to search for the response. How do I do this bit? I can't see. Here we go. It was hiding off screen because of my resolution, not because of their design. Based on the question entered, Juji finds pre-built chatbot responses that match the topic. Use the input field below or click on the magnifying glass to search for available topics. Let's have a quick look. Oh, so there's 123 dialogues already pre-built. I like this. This makes life so much easier. Reservation. Oh, lots of choice. Here we go. Click date, time, and number of people for a reservation. So just going to click that and select. Okay, so it's in there. I want to point out how nice this interface is. I think there's been a lot of thought put into this, the UI and the speed of the UI. That's one thing I'm really enjoying. I know I've not dived into all, behind the scenes, but from a building point of view, especially if you're working with teams that haven't built before, the UI is really well put together. I'm starting to get a feeling for it now, and it's fast. It's really fast, in fact. That's good. Let's bring Juji back. We've done everything we need to do. Click next. In case your screen shows a different topic, you can always find the desired topics in one of two ways. First way is use the input field shown below the search for a topic. Type in reservation and give it a try. The correct reservation topic should be found, which is what I did. And then we've got a button here for more information. I like this. In general, a concise to the point phrase can help you quickly find the right topic to use. Note the phrase is also displayed on the index card title in the left column, which also helps you recall the purpose of the chatbot action at a glance. Yes, got it. There we go. Take your time to try it out. Click to reply next. In case you still could not find the right topic to use, the second way is to click on the magnifying glass icon to browse all available topics in the search bar of the pop-up window. Type in reservation and select the pre-built topic. Collect date, time. Yeah, I've done that. Yep, that's the one I've selected. This pre-built conversation will automatically collect the reservation data. Reservation date, time, and number of people from the user's response. So anybody who's new conversational design is picking out those intents. In the pop-up window, you can view in the pop-up window, if you click on View Attributes, you'll see that this pre-built conversation will automatically collect the reservation date, time, and number of people from a user's free text response, so you don't need to worry about how. Okay, that's useful, and I'm sure later on you can actually dive into that and create your own, and maybe even save those as pre-built conversations, which will be interesting. Let's just see if I can find that. View pre-built attributes. There we go. Brilliant. So reservation dash month, name reservation dash month dash T1. I can edit it, and it's a numeric field. Okay, so there's several in there, and we can edit them ourselves. That's interesting. And we've got month, day, hour, minute, makes sense, period, people, and year. Okay, that's good. Let's get our little Juji back, and I saw exactly what was in that image. Next. To learn more about pre-built chatbot responses, I encourage you to use the big preview button shown below to view pre-recorded conversations around this topic. Again, take your time to view them all. There should be multiple sample conversations on this topic. Okay, this is interesting. Let's have a look. So preview. Oh, I like that. So you get down here. Matt says this is for 10 people on the 20th of December 2022, 11:30 a.m. And then Juji come back and confirmed it, which is great. Let's try have a look at another preview. Okay, that's good. Okay, yep, interesting. Okay, I don't think we need to look at any more of those. You can do that yourself. Okay, so far so good. I'm really liking these pre-built chatbot responses. That saves us a lot of time as conversational designers. So let's move through the conversation. Ooh, okay. We have a problem, Houston. Okay, I can see the conversation up there. There's no way to go back and try and restart a section. Just try help, see if there's been anything built. Okay, that's interesting. So I typed out, I can answer questions about the business I'm helping with if my creator taught me so. And of course, I can also take a message and tell my creator if you visited. I like that. How's my response? Up and down, and I can even leave a comment. That's good. That's very good, in fact. Are you done previewing the response? Click to reply. That doesn't make sense. It should be a yes or no, not ready. Come on, Juji. Let's see if we can recover this. So we've done that bit. Okay, so I seem to have moved on. That could have been a really good recovery. So this is Juji speaking. I also want to share with you one important tip about conversation design. Sometimes a chatbot like me may have to re-ask a question if the user didn't respond first time. However, I don't want to sound like a broken record and repeat the question robotically. To make a chatbot sound natural, you could paraphrase a question and make the re-asking more conversational. Here's how. Click on the plus button on the right side of the text bubble. Okay, there we go. Ooh, interesting. I like this. Enter the text, a paraphrase of your original question. Check the box only for re-asking to indicate this question only to be sent when the chatbot re-asks the question. Here we go. So hit that. You have to type it in. To know the number of people in your party, and also your preferred date Okay, I'm not going to spend loads of time on the conversational design because this is just a first impression. And that's it. Dismiss that. Only for reasking. Okay, that's good. I can delete it. I can view all. I can add another one. So if I click view all. So yeah, that's the first way it's going to ask. And then this is going to be the second. And obviously I could add more in there if I wanted to. Okay, I really like that. That's a really smart feature. Really humanizes the conversation. Let's go back in. I'm going to click more. Yep, it's telling me what to do, which is what I kind of skipped forward and did anyway. For your information, you can also add an image, make a bullet list, add a hyperlink, insert API call and functions, brilliant, and add a quick text message using green buttons below the text box. Take your time to explore the options. I can zoom in, I've got that capability, so there we go. Add an image, add buttons, add URL, call API, call a function, add attributes, quick reply. Thing that's jumping out to me at the moment is metrics. A nice button in there to add a metric, and then when you add that metric, almost have like a pick list, and then potentially the ability just to create a new metric from there. Don't know, I need to give that some thought. Yeah, that's interesting. Zoom out, click next. Now a moment of truth. Click on preview on the left hand column to test out what your chatbot can do so far. Let's do that. So preview, I like this here. So design, preview, deploy and reports. And remember, it was automatically saving. Sorry, it's really warm and dry here today. Let's hit preview. Okay, so I'm liking this full screen preview. What I see on a lot of platforms is you just have a tiny little preview, and I don't like that. Also, we selected web, so having a nice big view is good. What I will do is when I do a deeper dive into Juji Studio is look at what happens when you select other channels, because one thing I've found with a lot of these platforms, no or low code platforms, is that when what you preview on screen is very different when you get in the Facebook app, or you get in WhatsApp or whatever platform you're using. So it'd be interesting to see. So Albert's come up. Welcome to my restaurant. I'm your AI helper and happy to help you make a reservation or answer your questions. Again, we're not focused on the conversational design here. It's more about a little first impressions. Let's get your reservation booked. Can you let me know how many people is your reservation for, as well as your preferred date and time? Hi, Albert. I'm going to be very conversational because this is a conversational platform. It's for 2 people. We're having a romantic dinner. And I would like to join you on the 28th September at 7 p.m. if that's possible. Right, so I'm really stressing the product here as a conversational designer, and because I've just been building this one, I could have just kind of done it in the format I saw in the example, but I want to stress it and see what's possible. Okay, one thing I've just noticed, that number at the side is actually not a character count, it's a word count. Interesting. And I'm just going to hit enter. Okay, so it needs it in that format. Albert does explain it really well. I personally, I would have liked it to have been able to pick up the intent. The 28 with the TH is a date. September is obviously a month, and 7 p.m. is obviously a time. But we'll go with the product as is at the moment and follow their instructions. So I'm going to put 0, 9. In the UK, you see, we have date, month, year, and they're asking for month, date, year. Little thing, but it can make a difference. So, and I said the 28th, and it wants the year. And I'm not going to add anything else in there. Let's see what happens. Okay, now that's interesting. Slightly cocked up, but it's close. Needs a little bit of fiddling around. It didn't like it. So the month is 1 to 12. Day is a number, by the way, and 1 and 31. Okay. So it's tried to confirm my reservation for the 28th of September 2022. Correct. 7 p.m. But it's picked up 28 people. Now, if we remember what I put earlier, I put for 2 people. It didn't pick up that intent there. So it's slightly messed up. So I'm going to try again conversationally. Date and time's great. No, the reservation is only for 2 people. Okay, so it is properly failed here. I'm just going to say the reservation is for the wrong number of people. Ooh, Albert's thinking here. May have broken Albert. Okay, let's assume we have. So, the main reason for jumping into Juji Studio was to test this onboarding, and I'm thoroughly impressed. Although Albert has failed in this conversational design here, that is something as a conversational designer, I feel confident that I could go into this platform now, fix those elements, test again, and get it to work. The thing about building intelligent chatbots is you want them to fail because you want to build them, you want to test them, you want to thrash them, and you want to make sure they're going to be robust for their audience. You know, you've got to think about the type of people who are using it, the age groups, how comfortable they are with messaging, date formats for different nationalities, abbreviations, colloquialism, all the stuff that's important to conversational designers. And even a simple conversation like this, you need to thrash it and really test it. From a first impressions point of view, so taking the onboarding away, which I really like, it's a clever approach. First impressions of Juji Studio is thoroughly impressed. It's quick to use, it's intuitive. I love the UI, and I think in later videos I'll dive into that and learn a lot more about it. Overall, if I was going to give it, 0 to 5 thumbs up for the first impression, even though Albert got a bit confused, I'm going to give it five thumbs up. Yeah, very, very impressed with this product. I don't know any more details. I don't know how long it's been in development, any of those details. But do please watch out. There's going to be several more videos on Juji in the coming weeks and months. And I'm also going to be testing several other no-code, low-code products. So you can start to get a comparison of these products. If you've got any questions about Juji or the other products or conversational design or conversational project management, anything around conversational AI, ask away. I'm not hard to find on LinkedIn or wherever you see these videos. Thanks for sticking with it, and I hope to build you something better with Juji later. Take care.